यहाँ इसमें कर्सर से नहीं शो कर सकते ना। Hello, good morning all. First, I would like to take the opportunity to introduce myself. Myself, Hukam Singh Rana, and I am assistant professor in College of Computer Science and Engineering. My area of specialization is machine learning and deep learning. I have been working in these areas since 2012, so it's almost 5 years in these areas. First of all, I would encourage you to look into the word cloud on the first slide. This word cloud contains tools, techniques, and the words those can be used to define business analytics. Here in this word cloud, you can see data. This is the fuel for business analytics. Means if you have the data, then only you can do the analysis. If you don't have the data, then you can't do anything. Then you can see the statistical. So statistical or statistics is a science of data that will help you to define or infer the knowledge from the data. Another word that you can see is modeling. That could be predictive modeling. So generally business analyst or the data scientist throughout their careers try to build the model that can help them to predict the event in the future on the basis of historical data. Another word that you can see is OLAP. OLAP generally is a technique to store the data into the database and data warehouses. Okay, so in this webinar, I'll cover first of all the definition of business analytics and analytics, then what are the business decisions that could make on the basis of business analytics. Next, I'll try to explain the definition of businesses because if you know the definition of business, then only you can know the role of business analyst. Next, we'll discuss about some examples of business analytics. Actually, these are the case studies. And next, I'll discuss about who are doing the business analysis. Next, I'll tell you why the business analysts are in demand. And next, we'll discuss about the careers prospects. And at last, we'll do the question answering. I would like to encourage you to look into this picture. this these pictures will tell you that some businesses operate in the same way that they always have. In the leftmost picture, that has been taken from the 2nd century here from the China. You can see in this picture, you can see a shopkeeper is selling their articles and products to the customers. And the right hand side picture you can see in this picture, this is again the picture that will tell you how the business are operated like a traditional way. So here in this picture you can see a Chinese lady selling her products to the customers. Okay. Next we Yes, in this picture you can see this picture is taken from the India. This is from the 19th century, where actually India was famous for the spices. So a shopkeeper is selling the spices, and this is right hand side picture is taken from the 21st century, and here you can see the shopkeeper is selling the spices to the customers. So these are the some businesses those have been operated in traditional ways. In this picture, you can see the some businesses are now collecting and examining the data. In the left hand side photo, you can see that has been taken from the 1960s. So here a business meeting is going on where they are discussing about the strategy that could help them to make their businesses profitable. And in the right hand side picture, you can see that has been taken from the 21st century. They are analyzing and making the strategy with the help of the computers. So in the back hand side, you can see the charts. Actually, they are doing the business analysis. By analyzing the businesses, they are making the strategy. So now I'll define the business analytics. What is business analytics? So analytics is the use of data, information technology, statistical analysis, quantitative methods, and mathematical or computer based model to help manager gain improved insight about their businesses operations and make better fact based decisions. So you can see business analytics is a composition of data, information technology, statistical analysis, quantitative methods, and mathematical and computer based model. Those can help a manager to make the better decisions. Now, in the last slide, you can see we are talking about the fact-based decision. So in this slide, I'll discuss about what are those decisions. The first decision, a company want to know that how likely is client X to buy product Y. A company want to know which product should be recommended next. A company want to know which clients are at risk of going to our competitors. A manager want to know what kind of sales force do we need to deliver on targets, which unit are not performing at par, how can we align seller with client opportunities to achieve maximum revenue impact, who are the influencer for this product in the marketplace. A manager want to know, should we hire the employee, which employee are at risk of voluntarily leaving the company, how many employees do we need to hire now so that we can achieve our production goal 6 months from now, which company should we acquire to expand our customer base. So a company or a business or a manager want to make these kind of decisions on the basis of business analytics. So if you want to understand the role of business analyst in the business, first you should understand what is business. So here I'll try to explain the business to you. Okay, first step for building a business, you have to take the loan from the bank or you have to take the sell shareholders investment. Then you use that money to buy something or build something, and also use that money to sell and support it. Support means you want to do the advertisement for your product, you want to spend for the inventory kind of things. Now, from selling that product, you can earn the revenue, and that revenue you can use to repay the debt or loans that you have been taken from the banks and make the profit. These are the components of a business. Now you can see the business is represented by using a flowchart. Here you can see the main signal of this flowchart is money. You can see the business is started by taking the bank loan and some money from the shareholders in terms of equity. Now you go to your total investment. So by using total investment, you try to build your assets by buying it or building it. Then you store it, you store your assets, and then sell it at the correct time to make the profit. When you make the profit, that comes into the income statement. That income statement will have all the information about the revenue that you made by selling the product, the cost that you spent uh, to make the assets, and the expenses that you expend to that you expend in selling and supporting the components. Okay, after making the income, you pay your debt in terms of interest, you pay your taxes and make the profit. And that profit you can share in terms of dividends to your shareholders. So this is the flow chart of the businesses. Now, what is the role of the business analytics in this business? You can see that in the next slide. So here I'll define the role of business analytics. So the goal of businesses decision making is to achieve high revenue at low cost and low expenses. And business analytics can help a business to achieve this high revenue, low cost, and low expenses in various ways. Let us take some examples. So first example, if a business would like to keep selling expenses the same way, what increase the revenue? For example, suppose a business is making a product capital X. By selling one unit of product X, a business is making 1 rupees. Now, in the market, currently they are able to sell only 15 units of product X. So that means currently they are making a 50 rupees profit. So if a business would like to increase revenue, what they have to do? They have to sell more number of units of product X, then only they can increase the revenue or profit. Okay, so here the business analytics come into the picture, and by analyzing the data, business analytics can be used to recommend change in the deployment of Salesforce so that sale team are better matched to the customers and can sell more to customers. Okay, so this Salesforce can be built in such a way that this can have more impact on the customers so that they can sell more and more product to the customers. So for that they have to make the strategy on the basis of the data, means where should they advertise their product, like on the social networking site or on the TV or radio or newspaper. Okay. These kind of questions can be solved by doing the business analytics. Next example, if a worker of the company are voluntarily leaving for higher paying job and there are significant salary premium and onboard cost associated with the hiring replacement of the worker. Then by doing the market analysis and the historical analysis, a manager will get to know in the advance that this worker is going to leave the company, or more than one workers are going to leave the company, so then they can change their policy to retain the employee, so that they can remove the cost of hiring the new employee. Now, after seeing the example, now we'll discuss about the main big players who are doing the business analysis and making the profits. So first of all, Netflix. Netflix, have you heard about it? Okay, let me tell you, Netflix is a streaming service that allow our customers to watch a wide variety of award-winning TV shows, movies, documentary, and many more. Currently, it's a more than $13 billion company, and currently they are having 93 million customer worldwide. You can see. So how they are doing the business analysis? So if somebody like a movie and add that movie into his or her account, then this Netflix will recommend the movie on the basis of customer taste. Like here you can see some movie, one, two, four, five, six movies are recommended by Netflix to a customer on the basis of customer taste. Means a customer, if a customer like a romantic movie, then this Netflix will recommend the romantic movie, more romantic movie to the customer, so that he can watch and enjoy it. If a customer like the action movie, science fiction movie, then the Netflix will recommend science fiction and action movie to the customer, so that they can watch it and enjoy it, and Netflix can make more and more money. Okay, everybody knows about the Flipkart. Now this is the India's Amazon. So if you log in into your account, then it will recommend you some product on the basis of your browsing history or on the basis of your products. Okay, suppose you like a science fiction book. So these kind of sites will recommend you this more and more science fiction books, so that you can purchase it, and the company can make more and more profit by selling more and more item to the customers. Facebook, this is the social networking site and revolution in the social networking. So Facebook also making money by recommending the products to the customer, but directly they are not recommending. Actually what they do, they sponsor or display some ads on the customer's page. So here you can see a customer page, three ads have been displayed, three ads. So if you visit suppose if you want to uh, buy a shoe from a retail site and you visited it, then you can see in the Facebook site a ad of a shoe will be displayed. Okay, so that you can navigate it through that site and can purchase that particular shoe. And if you uh, if you navigate it to the retail site by using this Facebook page, then the Facebook will get the money on the basis of this. So that is how Facebook is making money, by displaying the ads on the Facebook page. Now you can see Walmart. This is a very well-known player in the retail. They are best known for their inventory management. They knows when should we buy a product, when should we sell it, and how to minimize the inventory cost. Inventory cost means keeping it in the store of Walmart. So Walmart are nowadays are famous for Black Friday sale. So this in this picture you can see I have taken this picture from the Black Friday 2016. So here now you can see they are selling iPhone 5s in just $99 by doing the business analysis, because you can see, and they almost giving the discount of $50. How is it possible? In India currently, if you visit the Amazon and Flipkart site, you will see the price of this iPhone 5X is around 18 to 20,000. But in November 2016, they have sold this iPhone 5S in $99. That is approximately in 6,000 Indian rupees, 6 to 7,000 Indian rupees. In the next down it you can see a TV, that is a Samsung TV. It's a 50-inch LED smart TV, and they sold it at rupees at $25. So by doing the business analysis and by doing the market analysis, they get to know in the America in 2017 1 million customer want to purchase a TV. So they can reduce the price of a TV and can sell more and more TV to make more and more profit. Similarly, you can see a 40-inch TV they sold in just $125, and Philips TV here you can see a special buy. It's a 55-inch 4K LED TV, and it was sold at $298. So it is around 21,000. So how they manage? How are they making the profit by selling a item of 55,000 into 20,000 or 18,000? They are selling it by doing the business analysis, by selling more and more product at minimum cost. Now this is the case study done by the Teradata. Actually this is a pilot project done by the Siemens in the UK. So this project is known as the Internet of Trains. So what they did here, actually in railways, what do we do when an accident occurs in the railways? Then only we get to know that this component was faulty and we have to replace it. So it takes time to replace it. So because of replacing that component, the railways has to shut down all the services on that particular track, and in that process railway Indian railway loses some money. So Simons has done a business analysis in these kind of scenarios to minimize the losses for the rails, so that we can keep the operators on the track by reducing the train failures. So in this project what they did, they put millions of the sensors on the railway tracks and measure the force or the pressure on the railway track, and find out that this component of the track is going to be faulty, or this is going to be breakdown, so that we can replace that component, and prevent our railway from the accident. Now you can see Ola, everybody, I think nowadays everybody is aware about the Ola. This is the taxi aggregator. Now they don't own a single taxi, but they are making millions and billions of the dollars from the India. So how are they making the money? By doing the business analysis. They fix the base price, the rate per kilometers, and they find out that this is the peak time and we can increase the charge, and they will get to know how should we increase it. I mean, Sometimes they increase the charges by 1.5, sometimes they increase the charges by 2, sometimes they increase the charges by 5. So they do it on the basis of business analysis. If they find out that this is the peak time for this road, so they will increase the charges and will make the more and more money. And they are doing this on the basis of business analysis. Now, those were the case studies and the business analysis findings to make the monies. And now we'll discuss about why business analysts or data scientists are in the demand. So in this picture, you can see more than 500 million users are posting 55 million tweets per day. And at Google, 1 trillion searches are done by the customers. Facebook, currently Facebook is having more than 1 million of active customer, and they are spending 700 million minutes per month. Worldwide, currently we are having 6.4.6 billion camera phone worldwide, and they are sending and displaying the pictures on the social networking site like Facebook, Instagram, WhatsApp. Worldwide, we have hundreds of millions of GPA enabled devices, and they also are generating the terabytes of data. And worldwide, we have 30 billions of RFID tags, and those also are generating the data. So currently you can see we are living in the age of we are living in digital age, digital era, where every digital component is generating some kind of data, and that is stored somewhere. Now you can see 90% of the world data was created in last 2 years. So we are generating the data with a good base, and 80% of world's data today's is unstructured. So for making unstructured data or analyzing unstructured data, again we have to have some business analyst, and available data can never be processed by traditional system, but we are lucky in today's date we have the technology that can process these terabytes or petabytes of data like Hadoop, Sparks, these kind of technology we are having in these days. Now 83% of CIO cited business intelligence and analytics as the part of their business plan, and 5.4 times more likely that top performance uses business analytics. That's why business analysts are in demand. Now you can see there are so many technologies are available to analyze spatial data. Spatial data means data related to the geosciences, statistics that help us to understand the data. Statistics tools and techniques we can use to infer the knowledge from the data. Text, there are so many algorithms available that can do the text analysis. Machine learning algorithms are available for doing the analysis. There are so many algorithms available for doing this audio analysis, video analysis, and image analysis in medical sciences. And now we have the data and being generated with the rapid pace. We have the technologies and algorithm that can do the text analysis, video analysis, audio analysis, spatial analysis, and we have the science of the data that is known as the statistics. Now we also have the technologies that can process this large amount of data, big data. The technologies like Hadoop for processing big data, Apache Spark for analyzing it, Apache HBase for storing it, Hive for processing the big data, and these technologies are available today. And now we'll discuss about the career prospects. So uh, do- before tell before this career prospects, we'll discuss about the some quote. Back in 2012, the research firm Gartner said that there would be a shortage of 100,000 data scientists in United States, and that is said by Gartner. This is a well-known firm. A year earlier, McKinsey put the national gap in the data scientists and others with deep analytical expertise at 140, 100,000 and 190, 100,000 people by 2017, and resulting in the demand that is 60% greater than supply. You can imagine. In 2014, the consulting firm Accenture found that more than 90% of its clients planned to hire people with data science expertise, but more than 40% cited a lack of talent as the number one problem. Means there is a huge demand for the data scientists in the market, but the companies are unable to find out the good data scientists. And this is quoted by the KD Nuggets. Businesses will need 1 million data scientists by 2018. This is cited by Glassdoor. Data scientist is the number one job in the work life balance. Means data scientists can balance the work and life pressures. And this is quoted by the Harvard Business Review that this is going to be the hottest job of 21st century. This is quoted by Wall Street Journal article author Elizabeth Doskin. The top five skills listed for data scientists were data analysis, data mining, machine learning, and knowledge of a programming language like R and Python. And this has been published in Times of India. According to Team Lease, a staffing solution company, data scientists with around 5 years of experience are earning over 75 lakhs per annum compared to 8 to 15 lakhs for CA and 5 to 8 lakh for engineers. So that means you can see the data scientists are making more money than the CA and engineers. Okay, now we'll discuss about the career prospects. So you can see in this table, a data scientist with 0 to 3 experience can make 5 to 9 lakh in Indian market. A data scientist with 3 and 5 years of experience can make 7 lakh per annum, and a data scientist with 5 to 7 years can make at least 12.3 lakh, a huge increment. A data scientist with 7 to 10 years can make 80, at least 18 lakh per annum, and a data scientist with 10 more than 10 years of experience can make more than 30 lakhs, so that he can own Audi car. Now that's all from my side. If you have any question and answer, you can type it. I would be happy to answer your query. Okay, Mike Chauhan asked the question, how's the future of MBA business analyst from the UPS? Means already I have shown you the data that there is a huge demand. Here you can see in this table. Uh, in 2012, a research firm Gartner said there would be a shortage of 100,000 data scientists in United States, and India is not having the different story. In India, definitely there would be a huge demand for the data scientist, and 1 year later, a McKinsey put a demand huge gap between the supply and demand of the data scientist. So they shown that in 2017 there will be a demand of 140 to 190 peoples, but that demand we cannot fulfill because we are shorter 60%. We are shorter in 60% supply. So definitely, the future in the business analytics will be great, no doubt. There is a company are searching for the person who is having the good skills in machine learning, data visualization, but they are not getting it because this is a new area. You can post your query. I would be happy to answer your query. If you have any query, please post it or you can mail me anytime. I would love to answer your queries regarding this field, business analytics and optimization. Okay, if you don't have any query, then thank you very much for assembling here and listening me. And if you have any query, then you can mail me anytime. I would love to answer your queries. Thank you.